going on, guys? So basically, I'm doing this interview today. I've been getting a lot of questions from my fans and just general people that want to know a bunch of stuff, and it's been getting overwhelming on my Facebook and Twitter, so I decided to do an interview and kind of answer some of these questions, and I'm actually going to answer them straight off of my phone, off of my Twitter. So J Stewart 725 says, V Rose, do you like turtles? Yeah, I guess I do like turtles. That's such an awesome question. When I was a kid, my brother had a turtle. I don't really remember what we named it or anything, but I just remember that it ran away. So I'm not sure if turtles like me, but yeah, I guess I'm on MMJW14. Sorry. What do you do apart from music? I do like tons of stuff apart from music, but I'm always doing music, especially right now since my album is getting ready to come out August 16th. But I play guitar. I really like to play sports because I have 6 brothers. And I really adore my little brother. He's 6, and I like to spend time with him because he's so young, and just make sure that, you know, I'm in his life and do stuff with him. And I just like to hang out with my family. So NGBEDE. Sorry, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What's the first book you ever read? It was like one of the Mary-Kate and Ashley books, if you guys know what those are. I was real young, and I don't remember what it was called, but I know it was really scandalous. And it was about a horse or something, someone stealing a horse or something. What does the V stand for in your artist name? Oh, this is from Death to Flesh. See, I can do that. I got that one, because it's real words. What does the V stand for in your artist name? Well, my first name is Vienna, and my middle name is Rose, so that's where the V Rose came from. And my dad, when he was 19, he went to Vienna, which is the capital of Austria, and he said it was so beautiful that if he ever had a daughter, that's what he would name her. So that's where my name comes from, not the sausage. The Wordsmith 215. Have you ever attempted/done rap or spoken word? What strength did it take to accomplish this task? Did you ever want to quit? Wow, it's like 3 questions. First question is easy. No, I've never done rap or spoken word. I think when you hear my album, you'll see how close I get to rap, but I wouldn't even call it rap. It's more of like a pop. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. It's just like a pop, you know, artistic rap thing. I don't know what you want to call it. But no, I couldn't even take myself seriously if I was a rapper, so. Okay, what strength did it take to accomplish this task? By that, I'm assuming you mean, you know, getting a record deal and just becoming who I am today. Honestly, all my strength comes from God. I couldn't be a secular artist. You know, a lot of people tell me all the time, make sure you don't go secular. Please don't go secular on us, you know. And I want them to know, I want you guys to know, like, I could never be a secular artist because, one, like, I wouldn't have the strength. Like, if I didn't have what I have now, which is, like, you know, people need to be saved. People are depending on me to do my part in the kingdom, you know. If I didn't have that, like, to keep me going and to push me, I wouldn't be able to be a secular artist for myself and, you know, get the glory for myself. I literally wouldn't have the strength. Like, His joy really is my strength every day. You know, and I say that when I'm working out or when I'm, you know, playing my guitar, just to keep me pushing myself to be the best in Christ. So, it really is just the joy of the Lord is my strength. And did I ever want to quit? Yeah. I mean, who doesn't? Like, it is really hard, you know, and being in the public eye is not easy either. You know, people don't think you're human. You know, when they say stuff, they forget that, you know, you really are a person. You really do have a soul. But it does get difficult, but I just lean on God. Like, you know, I know he'll never leave me, and he truly is the one that keeps me, you know, going on. And I know that there's people that need to hear the word that he's given me, so I just gotta keep going. Respeto Alien underscore RESPETTO Alien underscore. What made you turn to gospel music versus anything else? I didn't really decide Christian music. I feel like, you know, I was chosen to do this. When I was 6 years old, I remember God telling me, you know, speaking to me, and when I was 6, this is what it sounded like, was, you're gonna be a singer, you're gonna make an album. That's what he told me. And I believed that, and I've always believed that. I've never stopped believing that. And I started writing songs, and when I was 8 years old, I prayed and asked God to give me a gift of writing, and the next day I woke up and I wrote my first 3 songs. And I just believed God. Like, I had faith that what God said was going to come true and is going to come true, and I did something about it. You know, I did it, and I just, you know, wanted to make music that my peers could relate to, because there wasn't really something out there for me that I could relate to. But I felt like somebody has to make something that I can understand, you know, and who else, you know, if no one else is going to do it, then I should do it. And so that's like one of the biggest things I try to reach out to my peers, and so that's why I would never do anything else. I think I explained that in the question before too, of why I wouldn't do anything else. So. Call me J Royal says, what's your favorite worship singer? Who's your favorite worship singer? I have so many favorites, I guess, because worship music is like, it's pure, you know, because it's not self-glorifying. So I really love like Israel Houghton. I love Martha Menezes. I love Hillsong. Like, they have like the purest voices. There's so many. I don't have like a personal favorite. Okay, J Director 1 says, V Rose, when did you first start singing and how did you meet Flame? Everyone wants to know that. How did you meet Flame? That's like one of the most asked questions that I think he gets and I get. I started singing when I was 6, and I met Flame. I'm from California, in a town called Sacramento, Northern California, and Flame was touring, and he stopped by California, Sacramento, to do this show, this concert, and I happened to be there singing a song named Cry Holy that's actually going to be on my album August 16th. And I was doing the altar call song, and he heard me, and he had already met my manager like the year before at the Grammys. And so we just kind of hooked up, and he actually wanted to get me on a song, which you guys now know as Surrender, which I featured on the Captured album. So God just like had a plan, and at that time he didn't even have a record label, so you know, it wasn't even like in our hands. It wasn't our plan. God just worked it out how it happened. So, but that's how we met. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, Israel 1319. V-Rose, do you still kickbox? I've never kickboxed, so that's a funny question. But I did do boxing for a while, and I never lost a fight. No, I was playing. But yeah, I don't do it anymore just because I don't have time. But I do jump rope, which is one of the things that boxing teaches you, and I do like jump rope for like an hour. It's really, really good cardio, and it keeps your endurance up, and you know, I dance and perform. You know, I'm a performer, so it's really good. But I can still throw a couple punches if that's what you need. So, yeah. I can't even pronounce this. How do you guys come up with these screen names? Lyrehcann. Like, I'm sure that means something really cool. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I'm kind of slow. Okay. She asked, would you share your testimony or how you got saved? Yes, of course. That is like such an awesome question. Well, I grew up in church, and like my whole life, and so I guess you could say I got saved when I was young. But for me, when it really became real and I really got saved was when I was 16. I remember I was in a service, and afterwards, and mind you, at this time I had still been singing, you know, since I was 6 and writing and all of that. But when I was 16, I just remember leaving the service, and it was almost like God just changed my heart. And I remember telling my mom, like, Mom, I get it now. Like, it's not about me. Because like any other kid, you know, I grew up like, oh my gosh, I want to be famous, you know. I was looking up to like Virtue, Mary, Trinity 5-7. Like, I want to be famous. I want to, you know, I want to be all this and that. And then, but that night, I just remember telling my mom, like, I don't care about all that anymore. Like, I get it. This is a ministry. Like, I get the chance to minister for other people to get saved and realize that they need to have a relationship. That it's not about just going to church. That's not how you get. That doesn't make you saved. It's about your personal relationship. And I'll never forget it. It just like clicked in my heart. God changed my heart. And to me, that's when I got saved. That's when it really became real to me. And I've never been the same, ever. And yeah, it was so cool. Jesus Freak 1010. When will you be back in Colorado, Denver area? I don't know. Check clearsightmusic.com/events. It should have info on there about that. And then there were some questions on my Facebook. One of the questions was, what's your ideal mate, or like what are your standards in dating? My answer to that is go get my album August 16th, and you'll hear that I'm a Christian girl, not of the world. Jesus is my banner, and I show it on the camera, making popular. So check me out. I love you guys. Check out my website, clearsightmusic.com. Album comes out August 16th. I just can't say it enough. Tell everybody you know. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Put God first, and see you guys next time.
I'm just your average, not so average girl. So what if I don't got everything they have? I'm the prettiest, you can ask my dad. Go ask him, 'cause I'm not gonna spend my life. Who made up the rules of how you got to be? Picture perfect, everything so magazine. I mean, I'm stuck in a world where I can't just be me. So what if my nail polish always chips? So what if I prefer to wear my kicks? You know, who you have inside of you is part of him. And trying to be a star like them, it's not the way you're going to win. Stop trying to fit in. And I was thinking, it doesn't matter what you say, gon' do it God's way, I'm just your average, not so